I'd like to welcome one of your fellow walkers. Please welcome Brandon Marsico. Brandon.
Good morning, everyone. Like Bob said, thank you for the introduction. What an honor it is to stand here before a community I love and to take part in an event that I love. As much as my story is about hardship and uncertainty and challenge, it's really all about love. My mom's love for me and my brothers told her that leaving a volatile and potentially dangerous relationship was better and safer than staying where we were. I was just 6 years old at the time, and I started down a long road of loneliness and depression. To say that road was rocky would be an understatement. I was living the indignity of homelessness with my mom and my two brothers, rotating through shelters and family friends, just living out of our car and scrambling for food. My mother was later sexually assaulted right in front of me in one of those shelters, and she knew that we needed to get off of Long Island. We moved in with an uncle that she was recently reunited with and his family near Harrisburg, and things started to look up for us. But they didn't just get better for me. I ended up at a very small school where my differences just made me a target. I was just coming to terms with my sexuality, often confused and alone. So when I was 12 years old, I began thinking that everybody would just be better off without me, and for the first time, I thought about ending my life. As a depressed gay teenager in a rural area, I needed constant escapes, and I found them in drugs like cocaine and marijuana, and synthetic drugs like ecstasy. When I woke up shackled in our local hospital after swallowing 10 pills of ecstasy and a handful of acid, and assaulting not only my stepfather, who came to save me, but also 2 law enforcement officers, I knew that I was at rock bottom. But there's a saying, rock bottom is a solid foundation on which to start over, and that's just what I did in that moment. And that's where love comes back into my story. The love that I found with my partner Brian, who supports me every day, including walking by my side here tonight with me and all of you. The love of my stepfather and my siblings, who understand where I come from, but they also understand where I need to go. And then there's the love of my mother. From those early dark days and throughout those that followed, she has been the light in which that keeps me alive. Nobody should have to live through what she's lived through. But even with her own battles, she smiles and tells me how proud she is of me. She is the epitome of unconditional love. She is my soulmate, and she's also my rock. And of course, I found the love of the overnight and all of you. It's hard to describe the love that I have for this overnight. This event and the community have enabled me to come out of the shadows of my past and truly start planning for my future. This was my 4th walk through the night, and each time I'm amazed at the passion, the stories, the heartbreak, and the hope that we all share. As I stand here before you, I have so much to be thankful for. I know that I'm in love with my job. I know that I love where I live and who I spend my time with. And for the first time in a very long time, I love my life. Thank you for the love. Thank you all for your love and the love you spread to each and every single person who desperately needs it. And I will see you next year.